Welcome back. My name is Allison Turner. I'm the founder of BatCat Media Group, which is home to my podcast, Dream Plan Start Grow, and my brand, The Allison Turner. I did this whole video a few minutes ago, and someone maybe 2/3 of the way through was nice enough to say, hey, there's no sound on your YouTube portion. And the other people that jumped on never said anything. So I'm going to redo it. But I'm jumping on today to talk a little bit about solopreneurs looking to increase their visibility of their business. And I wanted to share 5 tips that you could do weekly, as long as you set it up in advance, and you can do weekly to increase that online visibility. Because I find one of the biggest things is doing things consistently. Too often humanity in general, we're great for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden, like, we drop off for some reason. Something changes in our schedule, we go on vacation, and we come back, and it takes us a couple weeks to get back into the swing of things. We have family coming to visit, friends coming to visit. There's all these different things that happen in life that challenge us to lose that consistency. So I want to talk about 5 things, and they're pretty simple things if you plan and get them in your routine. So one is engage on social media. And I think most business owners that I know, most, do engage on social media. But remember, engagement means focusing in on your target market. Where do you want to engage on social media? Where do you want to be seen on social media? So it doesn't mean like, let me just scroll through and comment on a bunch of stuff. Because social media, any of these platforms want you to stay on there as long as possible, but that's not necessarily the best thing for you or your marketing. So be intentional when you go on. Maybe pick 1 or 2 platforms where your ideal clients are, and maybe you go into groups and you share in a group. Maybe you go, you're posting on, and educating your clients or your potential clients that are following you on certain platforms. But be intentional on what you're doing. Get in and get out. I don't spend a lot of time. I spend a little more time in the morning. I spend a little more time in the evening. And during the day, I might flip on there briefly, but I'm not on there for a long periods of time. Number 2, network online. And this kind of goes hand in hand with social media for me, because you can network in different places. There are plenty of online, networking groups that maybe have a Facebook private group, or they have their own little network on a website. But there's other ways to network online too. So if you are focusing on, say, local search engine optimization and really being seen more locally, there's plenty of groups on Facebook that are geared towards local places. And some will allow you to post about your business and some will not. But sometimes you can also network by commenting on others' posts, helping other people. And so there's ways around some of those rules, so you're still staying within the guidelines of that group and still able to share kind of who you are and what you do. Number 3, update your website. So updating website, Google's always looking for new content. So posting a blog each week, could be a video blog each week. It could be, just updating your services on your website, creating new content. And it doesn't have to be super difficult. Remember, there are plenty of AI tools that can help you with a blog. So I don't recommend they write the blog, because Google's picked up on, all AI content. So you don't want it to write the blog. You want it to be in your own voice. But you could certainly go on a ChatGPT or one of these platforms and say, hey, give me 5 tips for, I don't know, whatever your target market is, and then write it in your own words, because it saves you a lot of time. Because Google, ChatGPT is a great brainstorming tool. So that's what I usually use it for, is like, hey, I'm kind of stuck here. I want to know what solopreneurs want to know about marketing, or something to that effect. So use it and just post something once a week. It can be once a week. And again, it can be a video. Just keep your website up to date. Number 4, send out a newsletter. I don't personally do this, and there's reasons I don't do it, but I think if you are consistent with it and you have the following, as long as you're not overdoing it, because there's nothing worse than someone getting so many newsletters. And educate with your newsletter. That's probably one of the best things, is like use your newsletter to educate on things. So for example, if I had a newsletter, and I'm contemplating doing one, I just haven't done one in a long time, I might educate on ADA accessibility on websites and the pluses of doing that, the pros of doing that versus the cons, which to me, there aren't really any big cons. So I might educate on that, for example. And then finally, leverage your local SEO through your Google profile. Google profile can be one of the most underutilized tools. People like build it out and then they kind of forget about it. So the Google profile impacts that Google map. So whenever you're searching for something, you always see those choices coming up on a map for local search engine optimization before the organic listings. That Google profile impacts that. So getting more reviews on your Google profile, making sure you're updating your hours on it. So if a holiday's coming up and it's during the week, so I know July 4th, for example, I think is a Thursday this year, put your hours on it for your company. If you're closing on Thursday, on Friday, change those hours. That can impact things. Obviously these are all small things, but they all add up to bigger things. And that's really the thing you want to deal with. You can put a video, if you have an office space and you want to do a video of your office space, you can put a video on Google profile, you can put photos on Google profile, and you can share information, like just posts. We post to my Google profile, I think 3 times a week. And it's just, again, it's staying in front of Google, it's staying in front of, the target market that we're going after. And that's important as well. And because Google profile will share with you exactly how many people have seen the profile, how many people have clicked on, say, your website, how many people have clicked on your phone number. So it's good information and you get analytics with it. So you can kind of see what your impact is and what people are liking in the content versus not liking. So those would be my 5 tips. I wanted to jump back on here since I recorded, or I did it earlier, and apparently the microphone wasn't working. And I didn't realize that until about 2/3 of the way through. So again, just a quick recap: engage on social media. Again, don't overdo it. Don't stay on social media for hours at a time. Get in and get out. Network online. Update your website or blog. Send out a newsletter. And then finally, leverage that local SEO through your Google profile. If you have any questions about this, please reach out to me. I'm happy to help in any way I can. I mean, we work on local search engine optimization, but I know a lot of small business owners, solopreneurs, maybe can't hire a marketing company, and they're looking to improve their online visibility themselves. I wanted to jump on and give some tips about that. I hope you have a great Monday, great start to your week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.